Retros.
No.
Brews and Blasters proudly presents a special episode discussing Season 2, Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian. Yes, welcome, friends, to Blurrgs and Blasters. Did I get the episode chapter right? Was it chapter 11? I don't even know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Sounds right.
I'm not 100% sure either. Yeah, but I was right. I was right. Look at me. Huh? Podcasting. It can be done. Because we're celebrating like our 6-year anniversary. Believe it or not.
Oh my god, man, it's 6 years.
We
gave 6 years of our lives to this.
Yeah, we gave 6 years of our lives to you listener.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we started this, I was 18 and you were like 21.
Yeah, some people, some podcasts say thank you. We say you owe us. It's the Italian. It's the Catholic Italian guilt.
Did you miss us?
Woo. Wow. I did not expect this episode to go this way. Wow, we're off the rails already. Buckle up, guys. Here we go. Yeah. So, we don't do these episodes the second. Oh, Chrissy's drinking. What are you drinking? You get some Bud Light?
Bud Light, yep.
I got the Old Forester here. Drinking my bourbon.
You're very consistent with your drink.
Yeah, because I buy a $60 bottle and I just drink that. And then I choose another bottle after that when that one's gone. So it's a lot of consistency.
Your style, dude.
Yeah, I abide. Yeah, we don't do these episodes the second they come out. We're not dropping them the night of. We're not doing live chats. We're doing them when we can. And so that means we're going to do them with a little bit of pizzazz, right? We all know the episode. We've already heard the other podcast do them. So we're going to do them with a little pizzazz. We're going to say the things the other podcasts are a little too scared to say. We're going to get real. We're going to get weird. We're going to have a lot of fun. Welcome to Blurrgs and Blasters. So, Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm not too bad. What about you?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad over here. Just having a good time, just ready to talk some Mandalorian. What did we just go NPR? What just happened? Yeah, we went from you owe us to like NPR. Yeah, we lost that in 6 years. That's the limit, I guess. We lose our mind out in our 7th year. That's about it. So we're going to talk about Chapter 11 of The Mandalorian, the Heiress. The Heiress. Well, we'll talk about her. Yeah, this. I like this episode quite a bit. This one kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I was fist pumping the entire time, just rooting, screaming, having a blast. What'd you think overall opinion of this episode?
Overall was jaw dropping.
Okay, there we go.
That was it.
That's
because I don't want to say too much because we're gonna run through this whole episode.
We are. All right, so let's just jump right into it then, I guess. So we're leaving the last episode, and the Razor Crest is barely making it to Trask. Okay, it's a water planet. It's much like Mon Cala. I don't know why they just didn't make it Mon Cala, because you got the Mon Calamari there. You got the squid heads, Quarren, I guess they're called, right? Quarren. I always forget the name Quarren, and I remember Squid Head every single time. So I don't know why they didn't just make this.
Me too. Same here.
I don't know why they didn't make this Mon Calamari, but maybe I guess they wanted to make it like a little more seedy. It's like the dive bar Mon Calamari, I guess, where all the scumbags hang out.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I loved seeing them.
I
love the Mon Calamari. Right when I saw the squid head people, I was just like, are they going to be jerks or like what's going on here? And we all know how that turned out.
Well, I mean, the Quarren are. Why are the Quarren dicks every single time? I've never met a nice Quarren.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like Mon Calamari are fine. Quarrens are jerks every single time. I don't get it. I just want to meet one nice Quarren in Star Wars. Has there ever been one?
Has there ever been one? Well, maybe with this new novel, because isn't there like a Jedi that's a squid head?
Oh,
like
the High Republic?
Novels?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, he'll probably
finally get one.
He'll probably betray the Jedi though and go dark side or something because he's a Quarren.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. This Dank Farrik is this swear is taking a lot of getting a lot of action. Everyone's saying Dank Farrik in season 2. I don't know what Dank Farrik has been like in the entire Star Wars universe before that, but all of a sudden everyone's saying Dank Farrik. Maybe it's like the new trend.
I'm over here thinking humbug is a bad word. I'm just playing.
Maybe Dank Farrik is like in style. Yeah, humbug, huh?
Yeah, Chris is back. Crickets, everyone. Crickets.
Chris returning from a trip to 1864, England. Humbug. Yeah, maybe Dank Farrik is like, like dabbing was like a thing a couple of years ago. Maybe Dank Farrik is like the new thing the kids are saying in the Star Wars universe.
Dabbing?
Remember, like the head and the arm.
Oh. Yeah. Now I know.
Yeah. Like what's the new thing?
Man,
now?
we need to be more with it.
I'm hip. I'm with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm 40, man. I'm almost 41. I'm not trying to be.
What's that from?
That's from Austin Powers. That movie, that new movie, Austin Powers, that came out in 1997. Yeah. I was a senior in college.
Hey, real quick, right? So
yeah, real quick.
So I have a pair of Skechers sneakers, right?
Look at you.
So I saw a guy that had to be like close to his 60s that had the same exact pair of sneakers that I had, same color, everything, right? No, it actually it made me like wake up a little bit. Like I was like, maybe I don't want to be that guy because I'm only 35, right? So
only
so for Christmas, I asked my mom to get me a pair of I think it's like Under Armour sneakers.
Okay, which way are you going? Are you trying to chase? Are you trying to chase the young style, or are you like trying to ease into the middle age here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like run styles right now.
Like what styles?
I'm trying to be with it.
No. You this is a losing fight, my friend. You can
watch next time you see me. I'm like, boo schnickens.
Yeah, you can wear what the kids are wearing, and you're still not gonna look cool. You should wear the Skechers and just accept it. And because you know what, that 60-year-old trying to wear the Skechers, that's you trying to wear whatever the young kids are wearing.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna try it out, see what happens.
I think you should call your mother back. Keep the Skechers on.
It's like, I was like, I need to get like some cool sneakers,
No, you don't. Why do you need the cool sneakers?
I know who sees me.
Yeah, who are you trying to impress with these sneakers? What do you get, Reebok pumps? You want to get some pumps?
Oh man,
what are you doing over there? What's that? What's happening to you? You want to get cool sneakers?
Yeah. Watch, next time you see me, I'm wearing like a backwards hat and a scarf. I'm like, hey Joe, what's going on?
Hey, what's the deal, yo? You guys still...
I wouldn't even know where to start with like slang.
No, I don't even know. Are you guys still there? You still listening?
I was literally gonna say that. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone hung up.
This is why you come here.
If it was a phone, they would have smashed the phone by now.
It's been 6 years. You know what we do, right?
Yeah. All right. So they're on a water planet with Mon Calamari.
We got
Squid
7
Head.
seconds in. We're 7 seconds in. That's great. I love this episode because it started off right from the beginning, like strong. I love the landing. It's a great rough landing.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah.
Complete trademark of Star Wars. There, always another happy landing. You know what I mean? Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one I was like, I made it. It was tough ride through the atmosphere. It's gonna be fine. It's landing on the platform slowly, and then poof, turn to the right, fall right in the water. That got me. I died laughing. That killed me.
The episode was definitely filled with unexpected moments. That's for sure.
Yes.
Like there was multiple times I went, oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
no way.
Bryce Dallas Howard, man. She's a great director.
She's rocking it.
Rocking it for sure. Yeah, I love that while they're landing, Frog Lady puts down her eggs, and you get,
oh, that was great.
You get a cut of Yoda, like baby Yoda, looking right at him. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like they just play it up. The kid loves eggs. What do you expect? You know?
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
I love eggs.
I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't eat eggs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, when I first met my wife, she said she doesn't like eggs, and I just smiled. We'll see about that. And like six months later, the girl's eating eggs. She likes eggs now. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because I know you. Like I could just. Oh my god. You're probably like, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you don't like eggs, huh? We'll see. No one just cooked you a good egg. That's all. I made her an egg sandwich. It was all over. Next thing you know, we're married.
That's it. All it took was an egg sandwich.
You make a lady a nice egg sandwich. She's yours for life. That's it.
Words of wisdom, right there.
Words of wisdom, guys. Words of wisdom. I know, Chris. You're still a youngin, so you need to learn this. You know, with your Skechers shoes.
No, I'm gonna have Under Armour.
So that's what the kids are wearing now. Under Armour shoes.
I just feel like if I wear those and I'm in my mid-30s, people are just gonna right off the bat be like, oh, he's like into style and he's probably athletic too.
I didn't realize that Under Armour was like a super stylish brand. I thought it was just like this is what I wear to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, like he's wearing this. Like, man, like,
wow,
he must take care of himself.
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
Like, look at him go.
You need
look at him.
You need these opinions formed about you. These are important opinions to have out there. Look at him.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So all right. First up, sweater Mon Calamari. Thoughts? What are your thoughts about the sweater Mon Cala?
He looked just like a fisherman.
Yeah, I thought
he looked like a fisherman that I would see in Salem tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. Like in Gloucester maybe. Getting off the trolling boats. I just thought it was interesting that he looked like a fisherman, and he also looked like what a fisherman catches. I'm like,
right.
He looks delicious, but at the same time, he also looks like the person who catches delicious things. How do you reconcile that?
Yeah, like Pizza the Hut.
Yeah.
Pizza the Hut, he ate himself to death.
But imagine if Pizza the Hut.
So delicious.
What if Pizza the Hut was dressed like a pizza maker at the same time? Like the guy from the pizza box. But he was also made out of pizza. Like you can't.
Oh,
like it's two things. It's like, yeah. Like I want to thank him for catching the squid, and I also want to devour him at the same time.
Right. Yeah, you've been wanting to eat a Mon Calamari, I think, since the day I met you.
Pretty much, yeah. At Stevie Rapper's wedding. We met.
No, I met you before.
We met way before that. Yeah. First time we talked Star Wars was then though, at that wedding.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I thought sweater squid was a little controversial. I guess people didn't like the sweater. I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was great too.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Listen, it's a big universe.
Yeah.
Let a Mon Cal wear a sweater.
Let him rock it. Let him rock it.
Now, granted, I know people actually found that exact sweater, and you could buy it online right now.
I know.
Like, I get that.
Yeah, it's cool.
But make it more exciting that way. Like, I thought nothing of that.
No, it just looked right. It looked good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It did look good.
Yeah. Yeah. What you didn't realize though. I don't know if you watched any of the behind the scenes stuff for this episode, Chris. Did you happen to watch that? Any of that stuff?
No, they started doing that again?
Yeah, what you find out is that Sweater Squid was also wearing Under Armour shoes as well.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Oh.
So this is going to go on for the next 45 minutes. Everybody just prepare yourself.
It's going to go on for the next 6 years, I think. Oh.
So when I get these sneakers, I'm going to make sure to crouch down
kick me in the
next
head
to my rims on my truck and do the Pete signs.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah,
like Boo Schnickens.
That'll make you look young.
Yeah. That will definitely do it.
Yeah. That'll definitely do it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure the 18-year-olds are going to be like, "Yeah, my dad has a picture like that. My grandfather took a picture just like that back in the 70s."
Yeah.
Oh, good
They're
stuff.
on a different level.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't even know. All right. So, I gotta ask you, do you think the Razor Crest is actually going to survive? This ship gets beat up, it gets put back together, it gets beat up. I hope it makes it. But do you think there's a chance the Razor Crest eventually kind of bites the dust?
It needs a lot of work at this point.
I mean,
can I see it eventually going? I can, only because, I mean, the dude, every episode he sees so much action, and it's just a matter of time. It's not like that ship has like a force field or something.
Yeah, there's no shields on it. I think that's a funny part about it. And you could tell, like, when season 1, episode 1, that ship had already seen a lot of action too.
Well, it's vintage, isn't it?
It's vintage. It's Clone Wars. It's
yeah,
a Clone
so
Wars ship.
it's already it already has the age. The I don't want it to like, I want to see this ship keep going, just kind of like the Millennium Falcon, like the Falcon been through a lot of stuff, and it's still surviving. So it would be nice, because obviously he knows how to maneuver that thing. All of his belongings are on that thing. It's basically his home. That's his RV, basically.
Oh yeah, totally. That's what he lives out of.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of don't want to see it go, but I don't know if a certain thing happens and if it's like life and death, then I could see it going.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him like losing it to, I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah. I was just stressing out. I'm like, man, I just got my HasLab order in, and now I'm like watching the ship fall apart. I'm like, I have a vested interest in the ship like living now. I'm like, please don't die. I got a HasLab.
Well, I think that's why they made the ship, that you can kind of like remove everything, so you could like show it being beat up.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
One thing,
yeah.
Since we always get off the subject, but since we're on the subject of the Razor Crest HasLab, one thing that would have been really great is it didn't need to have sound or anything, but if they made at least a light up feature for like the boosters on the engine, that would have been like really cool. Or like some in the cockpit, like just something to light up or flash. Like I was kind of hoping for like a light feature, but I mean, to be honest with you, I really feel like we're getting a lot for $350.
Oh, massive bang for the buck, for sure. Sure. Yeah, worth its weight. Worth every penny, definitely, and more. So Frog Lady and Frogman finally meet up. It's a genuinely sweet moment, and all I could think is, this can't be done with CGI. The emotion that you get in between those two rubber suits. I'm like, this is reminding me like the dead Ewok scene. Like that emotion you get from that.
Ooh.
Like I was feeling the love between these two frog people. Like I'm like, oh man, they met up with each other, the hugs and the. Like the caresses. I was like, you can't do that in the same way with CGI. There's something about it. You just, there's too much nuance to be able to program that. Having the live performance made everything. That made that scene.
The one thing that made me nervous is you wanted them to be reunited, and then right when they locked eyes and they started they were like running towards each other, I was just like, oh, please don't somebody shoot this guy. Because it was in the back of my mind.
Really?
You
were expecting.
Yeah, it was actually in the. Well, yeah, it was in the back of my mind, because it was just like how many you can probably count on one hand how many times it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, this is Star
Wars.
Like
a happily ever after.
This is Star Wars. They're not that brutal. They already killed Quill. You know what I mean? They're not gonna kill a dad. Meeting up with his wife and baby or babies or whatnot. So we get that first Sasha Banks spotting from the trailer. Nothing real special there. I don't even know her name. Didn't get it.
Sasha Banks. Oh, like in the the show.
Her Mandalorian
I don't know.
name. Yeah, I don't know. So Mando heads over to the inn to try and get some more information on where the Mandalorian's hiding. And we cut to a chowder hose. I like that every table at this inn just has a hose above it to squirt chowder into a dish. Yeah, delicious.
See, that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah, because you hate seafood.
I do.
Yeah. I love this. I love this idea. Yeah, I'm a huge chowder fan. I'm a chowder head, I guess you'd say. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I thought it looked delicious when it first came out of there. I'm like, that is a great idea.
I mean, if they had like some like vegetable soup shooting out of that thing, I'd be all about it.
See, that kind of revolts me. I find that revolting. I don't know why. Like minestrone coming out of a hose with like
now
green
we're talking,
beans.
Dude. You don't like that?
No, I love minestrone, but coming out of a hose, no way.
Yummy. No.
No, but that chowder looked delicious.
Now we're talking.
That chowder looked delicious, except for when the thing was alive inside it. You know?
Oh yeah, there was like a face hugger.
Yeah, it was like a little. I've eaten octopus that size. You know, a little octopus. Oh, delicious. They're so good.
Poor thing.
They're so good. They're so good.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know where to go from that.
Breaking my heart.
I'm sorry about that, but I love the Mando's line. No, stop playing with your food. Good stuff there.
Oh right. Yeah.
So finally, Mandalorian he gets some info, and he gets Quarren comes over to him, and he's like, yep, you know, I can take you to the other Mandalorians. You just have to take a little boat ride with me, and yeah, okay. So Mando's being a little naive, I think. You know, we find out he's been pretty naive about this plan. He just walks on and is like, hey, you know, for the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy at this moment, he's like, yeah, hey, I'm looking for information, and like they're like, yeah, sure, come out on this boat ride with me. like heads up, dude, you're going out on a strange boat with a baby, and you're wearing. By the way, he's like wearing he's like a dude wearing like huge gold chains and walking into a dive bar. You know? Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I wonder if Beskar rust with salt water.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Beskar is like the greatest stuff you can get, because everyone in the galaxy knows it and wants it.
Is that the same material that could basically a lightsaber can't cut through it?
No, I don't think that's an actual. Is there a canon material?
See that's the thing, because I think I read or saw years ago something that like a metal that lights like a lightsaber couldn't cut
that's
through.
Probably
I was
Legends.
wondering.
It's probably old EU. I mean, they made all this stuff. They made stupid stuff in the EU. Sorry, guys. They did stupid stuff with like, yeah, lightsabers can't like cut through like this stuff and this stuff and this stuff, and you know, then like, you know, these people can't be touched by the Force as well. Like, well, how can it be all? I don't know. I don't want to get off at a tangent on this stuff, but yeah, they made some stupid rules about lightsabers in the Force in the old EU. Too many limitations, you know, for the all powerful stuff.
But my other question to you is, do you think the Mon Calamari knew that the squid head was a piece of crap?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think he was setting Mando up?
Yeah, because he went right over to that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know, that guy who's just after the Beskar. You know, we find out later from Bo Katan that this whole planet is just a place to fence you know, stolen goods. It's not a nice place. So right. You know, Mando's just kind of walking a little gullible right now. Yeah. So they get out onto the ship, and you know, oldest trick in the book. You ever see a Mamakor eat? And they kick the baby out into the water, and Mamakor gets the baby, and you know, you find out they were after the Beskar all along. And what happens next? Oh snap! Bo Katan and 2 other Mandos show up and kick some butt. Yeah, amazing scene. I'm gonna say something that no other podcast may have said. Bo Katan's sexy. I said it. She's hot.
Well, this is
She's
the thing. Everyone's thinking it, but no one said it, and I'm happy you said it.
I'm like, oh my god, major crush on Katie Sackhoff, going way back to the Battlestar Galactica days, and seeing her in the Beskar armor and kicking ass. Man, sexy. And I dig it. I dig it for sure.
Yeah, and what I love too is, you know, that's what is really nice about Star Wars is she voiced this character. She knows this character, you know, inside and out.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she is a working actress. And I'm telling you, man, when they designed Bo Katan, I wonder if they're just like, let's make her kind of look like Katie.
100%.
Just in case.
100%.
Because that's why, like, when there was like rumors like, oh, you know, like maybe Bo Katan can pop up, and I'm like, not for nothing, but like Katie could totally pull this off.
She played it,
and she did.
She looks. I have not seen an animation to live action like transition as perfect as Bo Katan. Unbelievable,
dude.
Unbelievable.
That's why I'm like chomping at the bits to see Ahsoka.
You know,
like I want to. I'm dying to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Ahsoka as well. I think it's gonna be great because I'm drawing a blank at the name of the Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson is a fantastic actress.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Good hands for sure.
Yeah, beautiful, and you know, I think that she's gonna play the part perfectly, and I think she's gonna elevate Ahsoka to a new level. all credit to Ashley Eckstein, but she kind of had this like Disney princess thing, Ashley Eckstein a little bit. She kind of there's a little bit of a Disney princess quality to her voice and her portrayal. That even when she was being tough, she just couldn't kind of get rid of. And I think that Rosario Dawson is going to be something different. I think we're going to get a darker, a tougher, a cooler version of Ahsoka than we've ever seen.
If they ever did a live action during the Clone Wars, the younger days of Ahsoka, Ashley could have pulled it off.
I guess so.
We're talking 5 years after Jedi. A lot of time went by. She's aged, and I really feel like Rosaria is gonna nail this.
Yeah, Ashley couldn't have pulled it off though, because Ahsoka was a child. She was a teenager in the Clone Wars. So it's not like
Well, when she first started voicing her, what was that? 2013 or something like that. When was the
2008.
movie? Oh my God, I was way off. Yeah, 2008.
Yeah,
right. I mean, Ashley does look young. You know what I mean?
But not like 12. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not 12. All right. What is it like? What was it? Season 3? She got like the new outfit.
Yeah, that would have been like 15.
Oh my God. Okay, you're hating this idea, and I'm gonna stop. You're ruining the vision.
I am ruining the vision, but it's math. It's just math. You know what I mean? The Clone Wars were 3 years. Yeah, I tops by the end of the Clone Wars, she was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the end?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would make sense because when you think about it, it was like a few years. That was it. So.
Yeah, she's in her 40s in The Mandalorian. And believe it or not.
See that.
Yeah.
That's why it's gonna. It just makes so much sense.
And oddly enough, Bo Katan's supposed to be like closer to 50s. If you do the math, but I don't know. I think that's weird because Katie Sackhoff is like 40 and looking fantastic. So I don't know. Star Wars math is always a little fuzzy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'll tell you, like when you just want to say Baby Yoda.
Go say Baby Yoda. Say Baby Yoda. It's fine. It's fine.
So when Baby Yoda gets kicked into, that little pool of water that's. Mm-hmm. This monster is living underneath a boat, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming everybody knew it. It just, Baby Yoda's not gonna die.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
But at the same time, I was just like I said, this episode has a lot of like wow moments,
mm-hmm.
And that was definitely one of them. And what was crazy is like the Mandalorian was in just such rough shape. They threw him in there. They put the gate down, and he was struggling. And then Bo Katan and her crew show up, and the Sasha Banks just jumps in, pew pew pew.
Saved his butt. They saved his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If it wasn't for them, like that wasn't looking good.
Yeah, exactly. So they save him, and they take off their helmet, and he's like, "Give me that armor." Where'd you get that armor? And she's like, "Dude, I've had this armor in my family for 3 generations. I was born on Mandalore. I'm the last of my line." And then I'm like, "Oh, he's one of them." This blew my mind. It's like. Yeah, he's a child of the Watch. So the plot thickens, my friend, about everything we thought we knew about Mandos or have been learning about Mandos since this series started. So everything we've learned about Din Djarin and his story about becoming a Mandalorian is all about this offshoot of Mandalorians that is a fanatical cult, a cult of, this is how Bo Katan put it, a cult of religious zealots that broke away from Mandalorian society to reestablish the ancient way. That is her exact words. When did they break off? I mean, I'm assuming Child of the Watch means Child of Death Watch. But I don't know, right? We know less about Mandalorian culture than we know. We have no idea.
I mean, Pre Vizsla took off his helmet. Yeah,
he wasn't a Child of the Watch. He wasn't part of
this.
But he
was Death Watch.
He was Death Watch. Yeah. What is a Child of the Watch? Did they break off from Death Watch? We would assume so.
Oh, right. Like it just kept splitting.
Yeah. So here's one way I kind of have been looking at it. Is okay. So you have Mandalorian society that was like feuding and battling all the time, and then Satine comes, and she is a pacifist. She wants to unite Mandalorian culture. Pre Vizsla and Death Watch say that's great, but you know something, this whole pacifism thing, that's not the Mandalorian way. That's ridiculous. We're breaking off. We're heading off to the moon. We're gonna kind of keep this alive and try and bring down the government. So Death Watch is up there, kind of trying to stay true to their warrior ways, right? Makes sense. Now you can consider that like some a radical group, a fanatical group. Trying to be militant, being hard edge, keeping it kind of keep it real. It's radicalism. Death Watch became radicalized, you might say. And they started doing literally terrorist attacks on Mandalore. They started attacking Mandalore and Mandalorian society to try and bring it down. We see a lot of parallels in real life. Radicalism breeds more radicalism. So what do you have from Death Watch? You have another offshoot, the Children of the Watch, that want to go even further down the rabbit hole and not only just be go back to the warrior ways. They want to go all the way back to the ancient way of the Mandalore, or what they think to be the ancient way of the Mandalore. You know what I mean? So it's like radicalism and then, level 2 radicalism. And that's what Din Djarin was born into. So everything he knows about being Mandalorian is through this very, very radical lens and doesn't even really know true Mandalorian culture. So he has a lot to learn. It kind of blew my mind. We have a lot to learn, and he has a real lot to learn.
Yeah. I like how mysterious they are. The thing is, it would.
Okay, you just shut me down.
It would be. No. It would be great. I mean, I don't think he's going to, but it would be if Bo Katan is reoccurring. It would be cool to start seeing the Mandalorian just being like, I'm going to take my helmet off.
He at least.
I thought it was great when he. Well, I don't know if it was this episode or not, but when he's eating with the child.
Yeah.
Is that this episode?
Yeah, that's this episode.
No,
is it next episode? Maybe it's next episode. Yeah.
Might be. So, spoiler. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Well, it's all right. This is late, but I mean, is he gonna start bending his ways, or is he gonna stay true to what he was raised in, or is he gonna realize there's just a lot more to Mandalorian culture that he doesn't know, and he's gonna start learning more, right? I'm so curious. I'm so curious of how that's all gonna go. There's a lot more room to explore.
Well, you made a good point, because it's he's going by what he knows. He was brought up to to these rules.
Yeah.
These strict rules, and this belief.
And he thinks that is the only way. He thinks that is Mandalorian, but it's not. Right.
Right.
It's not.
Well, that's why I thought it was funny when he was it was disrespectful to take your helmet off, and I loved how Bo Katan was like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
I was born on Mandalore. I'm the last of my.
You got a lot to learn. Yeah. It really threw him off. I think he kind of his reaction to that was yeah, I'm done, and he just flies away. He just runs away. Essentially, he doesn't even want to hear it. There's only there's only one way, and he just flies off with the child. And they're like, oh, this kid doesn't even get it. This kid don't even know. And next thing you know, it's nighttime. I'm sorry. At sunset, Bo Katan blows up the ship, and they take off. I love that shot. You see all three of them taking off in the jetpacks in the distance.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
It was super, super cool. So Mando's Mando being really gullible for one of the greatest bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's literally just walking around the docks at night. When has that ever been a good idea in any in any world, any galaxy? Let's just walk around the docks alone at night. Good things happen there.
Were they following him, or was it just the right place at the right time?
Well, I think everyone on the dock saw that ship blow up.
No, I mean when he first lands there and you see Sasha Banks with the hood on, off to the side, how, you know what I mean? Did they know he was going to be there, or
no? They're just keeping their eyes out. They're just keeping their eyes out, and they spotted a Mandalorian. They're like, oh snap, Mandalorians on the planet. Right. Yeah, so they were kind of vetting him. They probably wanted to see if he was a real Mandalorian, or if he was just a person wearing the armor, kind of checking out what's going on there. Boba Fett? Yeah, exactly. Or a what's it called? Oh, I can't think of anyone's name tonight. The guy from the Marshal from the first episode. Oh, Cobb. Cobb Vanth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's walking on the docks at night, and he gets jumped by a bunch of Quarrens. And I love this scene. He's like, "You killed my brother," like that whole
you dirty rat.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother. Yeah, it's such a great line there. And apparently all Quarrens are brothers, I guess, right? Like everyone's a brother.
Yeah.
They all call each other brother, which I thought was really weird.
Well, maybe it's one of those things like, when like a fish lays eggs, it's like 300 eggs.
Yeah, I know that from Finding Nemo. Believe it or not. Yeah, we watch Finding Nemo like every day with that movie. So, yeah.
I just kind of figured because like people eat caviar and stuff like that, and when like when you actually see fresh caviar, you're like, how many eggs are in that fish?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
So maybe
thousands.
that's why like everyone's
Thousands.
related, because it's like a big batch.
Yeah, a bunch of sturgeon.
Yeah.
Sturgeon. That's you get beluga caviar right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, like a boss, like Bo Katan's like, no, I killed your brother.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And the three of them take out the Quarrens again, bailing him out, and they're like, listen, can we at least buy you a drink? Like, what nice guys these guys. They're like, let's go drink. We're gonna buy you a drink. Like, how awesome is Bo Katan? The lady's buying you a drink, dude. Take a hint. She might be into you.
Right?
Oh, that would be fantastic, right? Who knows?
Without knowing what he looks like.
He should take off his helmet.
That'll be number 2.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say something that I think the kids say. You let me know if this is what the kids say, because you're more in tune with this. Can I ship them? Can I ship them? Do I stand them? I don't know what those words mean. I just hear kids saying
I don't know either. See,
yeah.
I'm working on it. I know what I need to do. I need to get like a little like notebook and start writing down like
that's what all the cool kids do.
Slang and then what the interpretation is.
Yeah, that's what all the cool kids do. They write down in the book.
What's it called? Imagine I'm like, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm like, is jive? Is that word? You guys still use that? Jive?
No. Your grandfather did? Okay, cool. Yeah. So they get back to the bar, and they explain the Trask is a black market planet. They're seizing weapons to retake Mandalore. Dude, who's ruling Mandalore right now?
I don't know. I was gonna say, well, no, because it's over. Because you know how like the Empire had like the commando, you know what I mean? Like how some of them were working for the Empire, and it was like commando.
Yeah, Maul is dead.
What were they called?
They were Imperial Super Commandos.
Yes, Super Commandos. So, but the Empire.
But that was Concord Dawn. Yeah, the Empire's gone now. Who's ruling Mandalore right now? Is it Moff Gideon?
Oh my God. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because obviously, like, this whole episode's about Bo Katan going after the Darksaber because she needs it to rule Mandalore. She needs it to retake it. So who is ruling it right now? What is going on Mandalore? Yeah, and so the story that Din Djarin has been brought up with is that planet is cursed, and anyone who goes there dies. And that's really interesting. He's like, the Imperials couldn't take it, so they made it that no one else could live there. I wonder. Like, that sounds like a nice story a cult would tell you, so you don't go back to Mandalore and find out the truth of like the actual real culture. Right? Like that could be a good one to hide. Yeah. To hide things. What is the actual answer to that? I want to know. Like, what is going on? And Bo Katan's like, don't believe everything you hear. It's kind of crazy. Meanwhile, I'm thinking Mandalore is like a bubble city already. Like, it's pretty much uninhabitable already because it's like they've already destroyed it so much from war. Yeah.
No, it's true. It just seems like Mandalore can never like get a break. Like they need to get it together. Yeah. Because if it's not this person, then it's another person, then it's another person, and then I don't know. It just keeps snowballing. It does.
There's a lot that's expanding now, and I really want to see more about what's going on in Mandalore. I want to know more about Mandalorian history and, what will happen. What will happen to Mandalore by the end of the series?
Not for nothing, but Bo Katan should take her throne.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's hers by right. So, I mean, that would be a great closure for Bo Katan.
Yeah. I know. I mean, she should definitely retake the throne. And, I just want to see how we get there. Right, I want to know what's going on in Mandalore and how we get there, and I hope we get there in this series. There's a lot going on, and there's more and more. It just keeps on unfolding and unfolding, getting bigger and bigger. The lore and the myth of Mandalorian culture. So long story short, Mandalorian will get the information from Bo Katan about the Jedi that she knows, and great acting here by Katie Sackhoff, being like, yeah, I know some Jedi, and you can see like she remembers her And she's like, what do you know about the Jedi? She's like, nothing. He's like, yeah, obviously. And she's like, well, I do. I know quite a bit. And yeah, like, so she'll tell him what he needs to know if she helps him on this mission. You know, so he got a little homework to do. They got to take an Imperial ship, which is cool. A Gozanti freighter, which looked awesome. I love the design of the ship as well.
Yeah, it did look cool.
Yeah. So he drops Baby Yoda off with the frog people, and he's like, be respectful. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then the little frog baby hatches, and Yoda's face is like, that's cool. You know, I think he was genuinely interested in the new frog baby. You know what I mean? I don't think he was looking at him like, I want to eat that.
Yeah, that wasn't food. Like, that was like, oh, wow, this is a living thing, you know?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, he definitely, I think he respected that, where he usually just wants to eat everything else. So we find out that the Imperial officer on the ship that's leading this whole mission with the stolen weapons is Dino from The Town. You know, remember that Boston movie, The Town?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's Dino.
Why can't I remember his character in that movie though?
Because I use an Italian slur to talk about him. Yeah, Dino the blank, and he's a cop. He's a cop that's trying to help catch the bank robbers. Yeah.
I have to rewatch that movie. I saw that movie like twice in my life. I mean, it's a great movie, but it's one of those movies like you need to be like in the mood to watch it. You know, it's not like a fun sci-fi. You know,
it's a fun
movie. You have
movie.
to be like, hey, I'm going to watch The Departed. I'm going to watch The Town. You know, like you need to block off like like 3 hours of your day and just be like, let's do this.
For sure. Yeah, so that's Titus Welliver. You might have seen him in Bosch. You might not have seen him in Bosch because I don't know anyone who's ever watched that show.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
I knew who he was though.
Yeah,
like he's one of those actors. Like he's done so much work.
He's done commercials.
Saw something.
Yeah,
exactly. Like you've seen him in something. It's enough to know who he is.
The Man in Black from Lost. Also, Lost season 6.
Oh, okay.
He was the Man in Black. Another one you might know him from. But he'll always be Dino from The Town to me. Yeah, and basically this episode just rock and rolls from here. The Mandalorian's just a wrecking crew in this ship, and it's like, you know, you hear like stormtroopers just being like, we got 4 Mandalorians, and like the pilot's like, oh crap, you know. Like we got.
No, what was funny is they were like, how many is there? And he was like, there could be 4 or 10. I don't know. He said something like that. Yeah. Like he thought there was more.
Exactly. Yeah, like we got them trapped in the cargo hold. And he's like, you got them trapped in the cargo hold, and then all of a sudden you go, whoa, and all the Imperials fly out. Yeah. You can't trap these dudes. You can't trap them. Did you notice the Predator vision for like 2 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, that was really cool.
I love that. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out that Bo Katan isn't just after the weapons. She's after the whole ship because she wants to find out information about the Darksaber. She wants to learn more about Moff Gideon. And a great line here. You're changing the terms of the deal. It just reminded me so much of you're altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. You know. Right. I love that. Yeah. So Bo Katan's not messing around at all. Which is again, you know, super hot. And see,
that was funny. Like if you were the Mandalorian, you would be like, okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, whatever you say. Let's go.
You're like, you know, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove my helmet. Can I hang out with you guys? Can I party with you guys?
Yeah. Baby Yoda who? Yeah, no, it's good stuff. But you know, she gives him. She's like, you're welcome back anytime. And he's, you know, I'm like, damn, that's awesome. Let's find this Ahsoka and get back.
See that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, she's a woman of her word because she does give the right information.
She does
to find Ahsoka, and they want to like work together. Basically, you know, there was no like, all right, well, right when I do this, and then you're gonna get screwed in this way. It didn't go down like that.
There's pure respect there. You know, these are all heroes. Right. These are all heroes. Yeah. So the Imperial officer, whatever his name is, Dino. You know, he contacts Moff Gideon and is like, yep, they've taken everything but the cockpit. They're on their way here soon. And Gideon's like, you know what to do. Long live the Empire.
That was really interesting to me.
Really?
Because that was the first time that they're just like, yeah, you go down with the ship, you know, like kamikaze style, you know, and I was like, okay, wow.
Well, kamikaze would be like to hurt the enemy, but this was more like the Imperial Navy, you know, like the British Navy, like the captain always goes down with the ship, You know, this Imperial remnant would rather take the ship down than let their enemies capture anything. You know, that's that's their whole thing. Long live the Empire. And he fails. The Mandos get there. They get control of the ship, but the officer kills himself with an electric thing in his tooth. It looks like he snaps his tooth. You know, which is cool. There's a thing in Dune. The first of two Dune references in this episode. There's a scene in Dune where someone kills themselves and their enemy with a poison tooth. Like there's a poison gas in a tooth, and they bite on it. You know, it kind of reminded me of that. It also kind of reminded me like Cold War spy people who spies who would like have the cyanide pill with them. Yeah, if they ever got taken. I thought that was I don't know. I just thought the
it looks like there's like Alka-Seltzer in their mouth.
Yeah. I just thought the Electro thing was very Star Wars and very cool. A cool riff on that whole thing.
I mean, we're riffing.
No, this whole episode's been a riff. We find out that Ahsoka is in the city of Caladan on the forest planet of Corvus. Second Dune reference here. Caladan is a very important planet in Dune. It's where the Atreides have come from, who are the hero family of the entire story. So Caladan is, that's a complete ripoff from Dune right there. Just another, I love Star Wars.
They probably spell it differently.
They spell it one letter differently. Calodan instead of Caladan. Yeah, it's right there. Everyone knows. If you know Dune, you know that was a ripoff. And I don't know, it's cool. I mean, they're not trying to steal it. I think it's pretty obvious that they're paying homage to Dune. Yeah, but I dig it. They should give a little more credit to Dune, though. I will say that. One thing I will be critical of Star Wars on, they've never given Dune the proper credit. Anyways, Mando flies back to Baby Yoda, who's playing with the newborn baby frog, very sweetly, and not eating it, which is good Baby Yoda there. I love it.
Yeah, he's behaving.
Yeah, they get back on the ship, which is quote unquote flyable, but it's covered in nets for $1,000. I don't really know how that fixed anything, but it sure did. And they're able to jump.
It does look ridiculous.
It looks ridiculous, just covered in rope and net. It's ridiculous. And they jump to light speed, and I love when they jump to light speed in the last shot. They leave a piece of the ship is left behind, like spinning in space.
Yeah, it's a panel.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard. Well done. This was a good episode. Loved it.
I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is the end of the show. We talk over the end of the show now, but we're not going to do that thing where we just like tell you all the stuff. You know how to find us. Brewsandblasters.ninja. I don't know, brewsandblasters@retrozap.com. That's our email. Subscribe, I guess, right? Follow on social media. Who cares? Go to Discord.
Yeah,
Discord.
Just listen.
Just listen to the show. You already listened to the show, so why are we?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, thank you for listening.
Why are we telling you how to subscribe to the show if you've already listened, right? None of this stuff makes sense anymore. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Doesn't even matter. It's funny. Like we get offers for ads. I don't even care anymore. I don't even feel them. I don't want to talk about bidets. I don't want to talk about pills for male enhancement.
I wish I could say the same, but I'm going to be selling my soul for 3 beach balls pretty soon. So
yeah, well, you have YouTube's a whole different game. You just get they pay you in beach balls over there. They pay you in
getting some beach balls. Yeah.
Look at you over the collector side.
And if you guys think I'm joking, I don't know. Stay tuned in the next couple of weeks.
Rubber ducks and beach balls.
Hi, this is Chris. These are beach balls. I don't know what you want me to do. What else do you say?
Yeah. Why did you agree? I don't even understand why you agreed to this. You're like, here are some beach balls.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was 100% thinking all about Bennett. And it's a 3-pack of beach balls. And we do have beach balls down here that he loves to play with. And one's BB-8, one's R2-D2, and one's the Death Star. And I'm like, I'm straight up just doing it for him.
You know something? That is noble. That is beautiful. I'll take that. I like that. Yeah, Chris, final thoughts on this episode? We got about like 30 seconds left.
It was beautiful, well casted, well directed, well written. This is the way.
That's great. I have a couple of thoughts here. I don't know if you guys have figured it out or not, but I have a big crush on Bo Katan, and yeah, and I guess Under Armour shoes are the way to go. So we'll see you guys next week. See ya.
I'm afraid the party's canceled, the summits never show. On the wall was penciled, I was foreboding note. Force getting ready, men begin too much. All the world was suffer, the Wookiee's wicked clutch.